All right, today's topic on the podcast is racism. Diego, what's your political stand on racism?
I think there's many different perspectives that we could take on racism, as in that it is a very big issue for people in general, just mainly the black people.
Yeah.
But I feel like it gets taken sometimes out of context, just purely people try to use it to their advantage.
Yeah.
And sometimes it goes haywire from the people trying to get mad at them.
Okay. So you feel like sometimes people use racism as a type of humor, and
it
could get mad at it.
Yeah, it could be humor, but I feel like I'm using it more as they try to use it to get out of things.
Oh, so they use racism in their favor.
Yeah, racism in their favor. So if something doesn't go their way,
they can blame racism.
They could blame racism.
Okay. So either way, I feel like it's a lose-lose situation. You can't really talk about any pros to racism. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. For example, the George Floyd incidents. I feel like they were very justifiable. I think you feel like they were very justifiable. The people to be angry, right?
Yeah. What exactly did George Floyd do, though?
George Floyd was caught stealing cigarettes, if I'm not mistaken, at a gas station, and he was stopped by the cops. But
cigarettes are getting expensive now, too.
Sadly, the officer Derek Chauvin laid a knee on him to try to control him, because he was a little bit fighting, but he wasn't really fighting much.
Yeah.
And the police brutality was too much, and he died. But I feel like people were justifiably outraged, but at the same time, I feel like there was many protests that happened, which were justifiable, but the part was the violent protests of...
I feel like the police could have handled that situation so much better, rather than putting a knee on his neck. I feel like they could have just called for backup and had him detained so much easier. Because what they had 2-3 police officers.
Yeah.
And he was fighting back.
Yeah. But I feel like
I agree with you on the BLM movements. I feel like sometimes they're too much. Setting buildings on fire, yelling.
And they do it all in justified that it's for BLM.
Yeah,
for the BLM
but I feel like they just do it just to do it. I feel like they do it out of pure hate.
Yeah. I think it's just pure hate, and also
we don't want him as a special guest. You got it?
just people doing it.